So on the 1st of January 2023, I bought a ton of new LEGO BrickHeadz sets. I collect every LEGO BrickHead, no matter what theme it is, no matter if I know who the characters are, whatever the reason is, I want to collect every single one. So on January 2nd, 2023, I went out and bought a bunch of the BrickHeadz, including this one from Chip and Dale, this one from the LEGO Lord of the Rings, and these two football BrickHeadz, including this one from Barcelona and this one from Manchester. I also picked up this Avatar one, which I'm actually building right now. I picked up this Star Wars one, which I've actually already built, the Tusken Raider. And I picked this one up, but it's not a 2023 one. It's actually BrickHead 150, but because it's from 2022, it's just in the closet here until I get time to build it. Anyway, I was originally buying these BrickHeadz so I could make, reviews of them here on my YouTube channel. And then as I'm building, this Avatar one here, I kind of realized something. I haven't watched any of the movies that I'm going to be reviewing the BrickHeadz on. I haven't watched Lord of the Rings, I haven't watched Star Wars, and I haven't watched Avatar. So I'm like, I might not be the best person to give you guys a review of these sets because I literally do not know what I'm talking about. So instead, I'm just going to give you an overview of each of these BrickHeadz and give you my incredibly detailed and uneducated opinions. So now here it is, I basically got all of the new 2023 BrickHeadz built. Well, the 2023 ones that I bought built. These ones here are from last year, so I'm not going to get into building them in this video. I'm just going to be focusing on the 2023 ones. Also, total side note, I for sure thought this one came out in 2023. I messed up. Here are all the BrickHeadz all lined up. You guys can see them there. There's a total of 5 different ones from the 3 themes. The first one here, of course, being the Lord of the Rings BrickHeadz, which is Gandalf and the Grey Balrog. These are the only Lords of the Ring BrickHeadz that were available at the LEGO store when I went on the 2nd of January. Beside that, of course, I've got the Tusken Raider BrickHead, which is BrickHead number 182 from the LEGO Star Wars line. And then, of course, next to that, we've got the new LEGO Avatar BrickHeadz. So the ones I wasn't able to pick up were set number 40630, the Frodo and Gollum, as well as 40632, the Agarom and Arwen one. Taking a look at the Tusken Raider BrickHead here, this one's pretty cool. It's got 152 Lego pieces. You guys can see it is obviously from the Lego Star Wars universe. And it looks pretty sick here. It doesn't use any of the standard BrickHead eyes. It uses a bunch of these random parts here. You can see the eyes, the mouth, and all that really good stuff. It's kind of like he's wearing a mask. It does have some printed pieces here for the pockets as well. And you guys know me. I know absolutely nothing about Star Wars, so I'm struggling to fill any time in this video talking about this BrickHead. But it still looks really cool. And like, I collect every BrickHead, so this one, not getting it was not an option. So super excited to have it, and you guys can see it looks pretty dope. Now, of course, taking a look at the Avatar BrickHeadz, I feel like I know even less about Avatar than I do about Star Wars, which I didn't know was possible. But we've got this one here, which is number 180 and 181, Jake and Jake Sully. So this one here is Jake Sully. I'll look at it first. I love this one because I think the colors on it are really, really cool. I love that the BrickHead eyes are a lot different than we've seen in BrickHeadz in the past. Normally we just get these standard black eyes, but this one is sick because they're yellow with some black dots and white and stuff in there. We've got lots of really cool printed parts on there for the torso and the arm area, which is really, really neat. And then at the back here, you guys can see it's got some long hair. We've actually got a tail that can move around. Jake Sully here is holding this really cool sword or like a spear or something like that, which looks really cool. And he's got some artwork and stuff like that all the way around him, which looks really, really neat. And once again, I just love the color of that one here. And then, of course, for Jake, this one's really cool. This is the first BrickHead that they've ever done that's been in a wheelchair. I would have loved for them to still include a stand for it. However, they did not. Like, it just now doesn't line up with the rest of the BrickHeadz. I wish it was just on a 6x6 or something like that. But this one's really cool. Like I said, it is the first BrickHead to ever be made in a wheelchair, which I think is really cool. Yay for inclusivity. I wish it would have been a little bit less plain. I just feel like it looks like a typical white dude or something like that. I don't really know. I've never watched Avatar, so I don't know what Jake is supposed to look like. But it's just a very plain build, and in comparison to the Jake Sully, looks quite a bit different. And if you are wondering, you can actually remove this BrickHead from the wheelchair. That is what it looks like here. And if you just have the BrickHead looking like this, it kind of just looks like it would be sitting. And finally, the last BrickHeads we're taking a look at today are the Gandalf and the Grey Balrog. Again, I know nothing about Lord of the Rings. That's why I'm making all 3 of these in one video. Maybe you guys will educate me in the comments. But you guys can see here, we've got Gandalf the Grey and Balrog. This is Balrog here. He was a really fun build. It took me a little while actually for him because he's got some pretty unique pieces in it, and it just was a more unique building techniques. For starters, I love the eyes here. They are, again, not the standard BrickHead eyes that you would have seen in Gandalf over here, but these ones here are like with this light orange color, which looks really, really neat. This one's got a ton of parts in it, tons of different dimensions. This is not like any other BrickHead we've really ever built before. It's quite a bit wider. It's not any taller or anything like that. It's mostly just wider, and it's got attachments to the legs here, and it's got wings and actual arms, and the head is just totally different. It is absolutely massive. It uses mostly black and dark red, but it also has got some combination of some reds and translucent reds and some oranges and some yellows to really give it that really nice fiery look. And like I said, I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, but based on the whip it's got and just how this build is made, I have a feeling this is not a good guy. It looks like a bad guy. And then of course we've got Gandalf here, which I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, but I know Gandalf. Everybody does. He is a classic, and he also used some pretty cool building techniques, not very repetitive, and I like how they did that hat here. I think it's very simple, yet very, very nice, and this one looks just like the minifigure, just like the actual character sort of thing. Very, very happy with this one. In one hand here, he's got a sword, and another hand there, he's just got like a stick, a walking stick or something like that, and I just like how all the hair looks and how it just, all around looks like a cool BrickHead. Well, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed my comprehensive review and overview, comprehensive, very detailed, and very knowledgeable review and overview of the LEGO BrickHeads that I purchased at the beginning of 2023 here. I took a look at set number 40631, the Gandalf and the Grey Balrog, set number 40615, the Tusken Raider, and finally set number 40554, Jake Sully and his avatar. Very happy with these BrickHeads, and even though I don't know a ton about them, I am excited to have them here in my LEGO collection. And of course, I can't wait to put them on my shelf of all of my LEGO BrickHeads. And of course, I can't wait to add all the other BrickHeads into the shelf as well once I build them up. And of course, pick up the last few that I'm missing from the 2023 collection. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you here in the next video.